Hi guys, welcome back. I'm Monty and today we'll be playing something a little bit different. Something no one else has ever played before. A game I made 2 odd years ago. I'll be honest, it isn't anything amazing, it's just a 5 odd minute game. I was humming and hawing about actually recording it, but the people of Facebook have spoken. I made it for a VFX and Game Design course. Basically, I was supposed to create a really simplistic game where you get from one side of the gorge to the other to grab a key from someone to then go back and unlock a door. However, I thought that was really boring, so I decided to make my game into a maze. It's a lot more involved than simply going to grab a key and unlocking a door. So let's just jump straight into this then and get this over and done with. I guess I should talk to that weird doctor looking guy. So the two characters originally in the project, you did play as this robot hat guy, and the key you had to go and get from the other side of the gorge was this doctor. So obviously I kept the characters. I honestly don't understand why they're quite this random, but hey.
It's about time that pesky fox showed up. Can you do me a favor? Can you follow him and get the dandelion to help save my crows? Oh, and be careful of the big bad wolf.
There's his crows. Anyway. So, basically I decided in my game, in order to actually enjoy the maze, you follow this fox to where you get the key as such, which is the dandelion, which you then take back to the doctor, which in theory would have ended the gorge game, but I then added a bit extra where you then go and see the other side of the maze, and then you find the way to get out as such. That's just what I did. So it took me, I think, I want to say 6 weeks to make this game. So with the course, obviously, I laid out all the shapes and everything to create the maze area, and then I decorated it as such. I have done modelling, I have done animation, but for this side of the game I downloaded content and stuff, and I focus mainly on the blueprints, which for anyone who's not quite sure is where you move the character, you can make them jump, you create trigger boxes. So when that fox moved, then when I went into a certain area there was a trigger box around the fox, which when I walked into, it triggered the fox to then leave. At the beginning I did the cinematic scene, so it's quite involved. It can be a bit of a pain to get your head around. So another thing is like how high he jumps, it's acceleration and deceleration, which you obviously have to put into the blueprints as well. How high can you jump, how fast can you run? So obviously if you're going up a hill, you wouldn't be able to go as fast as if you're going down the hill. So there's quite a lot to consider, and it's really, really interesting. And this one's trigger box is broken because he's not moving, which is a pain. But this one should work. There we go. Another thing I did to help people find where they had to go, I got these fireflies. I really oomphed the lighting in their personal blueprint, so that way people could actually see where they're going. And just help light the way. I'm not really quite sure where my inspiration came from for all this kind of maze, naturey kind of thing, because I could have done it quite steampunky. I decided, I don't know, nature's quite nice, it's quite peaceful. Don't you dare get stuck, get off. Go. But yeah, it's not, I think it's this way. It's not an amazing game. It's really simplistic, but I think the fact that I made it, I'm pleased with it. I'm happy with it. Yeah, I probably should have tested it before I before I recorded, but and fixed the blueprint. But it just is what it is. Off you go. Go off the bush. I'll be honest, it is kind of a little bit hard to see the fox sometimes. I mean, if I didn't know where I was going, I might be getting a little bit lost. But it's really hard to say because I know what I'm doing. Yoink. I should probably take this dandelion back to the doctor. Okie dokie, off we go. Like, in all honesty, I thought to be able to scare away a wolf, but no. It's all for fun, isn't it? I am quite tempted to get back into making games again, just simple little games. It's really nice to see when it all comes together that you did that, or in my situation I did that, and it's a sense of achievement. If you are interested in me creating like silly little games like this again and playing them, and you've got ideas behind it, just drop a message in the comments, see what people say. But I love doing this, so if you've got any games in mind, simple, easy games I could put together, let me know. I'm lost. I say I'm lost. I'm stuck. Go on. You can die as well, and I really don't die because I'm going to have to start it again.
You found the dandelion. How can I ever repay you?
I guess I need to figure out where this key goes.
Wait. As a thank you, my crows will show you the way out. Fly, my pretties. Fly. Fly. Mwahahaha.
Oh God.
Oppan Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. Oppan Gangnam Style.
I clearly thought I was very funny. I know, so funny. As I said, I made this quite a few years ago. And my lecturer, you should have seen his face when he played it. It was worth it. Completely worth it just to be a bit silly. So now you follow, obviously, the crows, where you got to go. And off they go. And then you start to see this other side of the maze. Can I get through? Yes, well, I should be able to get through. But if I had to take something away from it, I do feel it is quite dark in the sense to see like the creatures, like maybe even brighten the creatures up or something just to make it a bit easier. But the wolf bit was just down there, and that's where we came from, following the fox. So we've kind of gone around the maze, so we've seen quite a lot of it. And another thing that's quite nice is when you're building it, you can do different textures to make like stones wet and the other stones look dry. It's just such good fun creating this. And that's it. That's my game. As I said, it's only a short, silly little game. If you want to see me make any more short games in the future, let me know in the comments, as well as any ideas you may have. Otherwise, hit my like button, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.